Not all baby animals are cute. You can think they are, but some have built-in defense mechanisms that make them quite the menace, such as this one that puts on a colorful show, and a bird that literally vomits on you. Stay tuned to see more of these wonder babies. Spiny Terrapin. Now that's a serious suit of armor. Meet the baby Spiny Terrapin, a forest floor dwelling turtle that has spikes all over and around its shell, although you can already tell that from its name and appearance. It usually stays close to streams, where it can use its unique biology to hide and camouflage in the leaves littered around the vicinity. It also uses its spikes for self-defense. Spiny terrapins can be found in hill areas from 950 meters above sea level and in the rainforests of Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, Singapore, Thailand, Myanmar, and the Philippines. They feed on vegetation and fruits that have fallen from trees. It also makes the occasional trips to the streams and puddles. If available, they also chomp on animal matter. This Indo-Malaysian native can live up to 20 years and weigh up to 2 kilograms in adult size. Unfortunately, due to overhunting for collection and exotic pet trade, it has been declared an endangered species. Deforestation is also a major culprit of its dwindling numbers. Conservation efforts are already being done in zoos and sanctuaries. River otter. The more viral otter videos on the internet might give you the impression that they are just cuddly, playful animals that only enjoy playing with rocks. They might look cute and tame, but these animals are an absolute menace. River otters are very aggressive and carnivorous, and the training starts when they're still pups. River otters' sharp teeth develop from very young, making them ready to attack and bite anything that appears as a threat. They follow from the examples of the adult members of their packs, which are capable of defending their territory and take down animals many times their size. They launch coordinated attacks, and many times have been seen taking down caiman crocodiles in the wild. River otters can live up to 9 years, their bodies reaching lengths of 32 inches, plus an additional 20 inches for their tail. They can weigh up to 14 kilograms, indicating a very heft body. Their bodies are built for mobility in the water, maneuvering their long bodies, webbed feet, flattened heads, and strong tails to swim after their staple food, which is fish. Red Belly Piranha. These fish got a bad rep, and for good reason. There's not enough sugarcoating in the world that will stop someone from fearing piranhas. Red-bellied piranhas have a voracious appetite and are opportunistic carnivores. They are not picky eaters and are mostly scavengers, and even if they can choose not to, deliberately eat animals, which includes other fish, worms, mollusks, and other animals. These piranhas have razor-sharp teeth. When hunting, a single piranha seemingly scouts out the potential food first. It takes a first bite, and once it confirms that it's edible, everyone then takes turns biting tiny chunks off of the prey until it's clean off the bone. Red-bellied piranhas are distinguishable from the other species by the notable red that runs from their chins to their bellies. They can grow up to 30 centimeters and weigh 2 kilograms. In the best environment, they can live for 10 years. Red piranhas are found in the rivers of the Amazon, Brazil, and Paraguay, mostly freshwater habitats in the South American continent. They form schools of 20 or more individual fish. Pufferfish. The youngsters of this fish start small, but even then can already be quite venomous. These are pufferfish, the fish famous for its ability to puff up and blow into a spiky, balloon-looking shape once it feels threatened or when they're disturbed, hence also being called blowfish. They are clumsy swimmers, scientists say so themselves, which makes them quite vulnerable to predators. But having 2 defense mechanisms definitely makes up for that. Other than their peculiar ability to fill up with air, most species of pufferfish also contain tetrodotoxin. This makes them foul-tasting not only to humans, but also to fellow fish. Tetrodotoxin is also very lethal. It is 1,200 times stronger than cyanide, and the toxin from a single adult pufferfish can kill 30 humans. Their sizes can go from the dwarf 1-inch-long variety to the biggest being 2 feet in length. They grow up to 30 pounds and live up to 10 years old. They are found everywhere in the world, whether in seawater or freshwater. So be careful where you go swimming. They look unassuming and funny, but don't dare touch one. Hippopotamus. Baby, big or small, hippopotamuses are quite a charming sight. Their round shape and quaint features really catch your eye. These cute features are emphasized in their cubs, eyes extra wide, and adorable snouts. That is, until they open their mouths. Hippopotamus are born 110 pounds, with their eyes already open and legs capable of running. Minutes after their birth, they are swimming and exploring the rivers alongside their mother. This wonder baby isn't really the bigger threat, it's their very protective 7,000-pound mother. They would kill even podmates to protect their young, so don't play around rivers and ponds with hippopotamus packs. They are the third largest mammals on Earth, but despite their size, can run quite fast. They are also nocturnal, which means they are active at night. Hippopotamuses are not even carnivores. They are herbivores with a diet that exclusively includes plants. They eat an average of 80 pounds of grass every day to maintain their weight. So when they're out hunting, it usually means they're willing to fight and defend their pod, their territory, or you guessed it, their adorable, vulnerable babies. Honey badger. See that furry animal with a distinct tail and gentle face? That attacks lions. Being smaller doesn't mean they have no fighting spirit. Honey badgers don't just share physical features with the skunk, they can spray foul-smelling liquid too. These solitary animals are excellent diggers. Their long claws help dig burrows, not to exclusively hunt, but to rest. They can dig into tree trunks and even termite mounds with no problem. When it comes to food, they eat pretty much anything. They are omnivores that go after other animals, from birds to reptiles, insects, roots, fruits, and their namesake, the honey. Honey badgers are very heavy, which can be because of their very thick skin. The mature males can grow 15 kilograms, and that while only being 75 centimeters in length. They are also very strong and can carry their upper bodies off the ground, 25 centimeters up. This explains why they won't hold back from a tussle, even with lions, if it means defending themselves. They can be very mean. Blue-ringed octopus. We can't help but be attracted to all things pretty. These octopuses put on the most dazzling show of shifting shapes and colors on their skin. They are very tempting to pick up and keep to ourselves, but we suggest you let those thoughts go. Blue-ringed octopuses are among the deadliest animals in the world, and this is no exaggeration. Blue-ringed octopus are born the size of a pea, very small, but they don't grow that big either, only reaching the maximum size of about 20 centimeters. They live in the shallows, so have often encountered humans who've gone swimming in the seas of Southeast Asian countries, such as Papua New Guinea, the Philippines, and Indonesia. They've also been sighted in the deeper waters between Japan to Australia. Big or small, their venom packs a serious punch. Once they start to appear putting on a show with its lovely rings, it's ready to attack. Its venom causes muscle paralysis, which slowly renders the victim frozen and slowly stops breathing as the toxin continues to act. A single one has enough venom to kill 26 adults in a matter of minutes. Cane toad. This is the least cute animal on this list, but if amphibians are your thing, feel free to reconsider as we elaborate on how this huge toad is not pet material. Cane toads are large, poisonous toads that have been recognized as one of the most invasive species in the world. Initially only found in South and Central America, they have since been imported into other countries in an attempt to get rid of pests in farmlands. Wrong idea, because they ended up eating more than that, including reptiles, amphibians, birds, and even mammals, completely destroying local ecosystems. These eco-offenders are not only voracious eaters, but also very poisonous. Just accidentally licking a surface its tadpoles have touched kills small animals. Reportedly, ingesting 10 teeny tadpoles can kill a whole adult. Its milky poison bufotoxin, which originates from the glands on their shoulders called parotoid glands, affects the heart and brain of their unfortunate victims. It's difficult to control their populations, since they have no natural predators in their invaded places, and every breeding season, 8,000 to 30,000 eggs can be laid at a time. Their adaptable nature also makes them less prone to becoming victims of natural disasters. Do you amphibian lovers still find them cute? Fulmar Bird. Fulmar chicks have an unconventional defense mechanism to deter predators, and those who attempt to prey on them soon regret their decision. Rather than the usual harmless baby puke, these seabird chicks employ a more disturbing tactic: projectile vomiting. Fulmars are pelagic birds, meaning they live entirely at sea. Their single egg typically hatches after about 50 days of both parents taking turns keeping it warm. While these chicks may appear cute and cuddly during feeding, approaching them is ill-advised as they have a penchant for vomiting a repulsive, sticky, oily substance with an overpowering stench. Once Fulmar chicks grow their feathers and join the rest of the flock in flight, their dangerous phase ends. However, for unsuspecting seabird predators, encounters with these gull-like birds can result in significant casualties. The name Fulmar itself translates to foul gull. Despite their gull-like appearance, they are not gulls. They belong to the petrel family. These birds are equipped with a unique stomach component called a proventriculus, where they produce and store a vile malodorous oil. Irikanji Jellyfish. The Irikanji jellyfish resembles something a science fiction and horror author would have created in a lab. Its seemingly innocuous appearance belies a biological booby trap that lies dormant throughout its entire body. Most jellyfish only have nematocysts, which are tiny, stinging cells that look like tiny harpoons and are laden with venom on their tentacles. Irikanji's bell, however, contains as many as 5,000 of these poisonous weapons per square centimeter. An adult human may soon be battling for their life after coming face-to-face with an Irikanji. Despite its transparency, the Irikanji is only around 2.5 centimeters wide, making it difficult to avoid. And even if you did, those tentacles may be extended to be 4 times as long as they are when they are relaxed. These stingers have left even the biggest, strongest humans lying on their backs, shaking and wishing for death. Casualties of this jellyfish have reached over 80 since the 1880s, and this is despite efforts to avoid them. This jellyfish was named after the Irikanji people, traditional fishermen whose country covers the waters off the Queensland coast near Cairns. Although it was here that the jellyfish were initially identified, their distribution has since expanded. See you all next time.